Mekain no kind. Say, Nanam busy need to me at the best stop. Mekain no Meka say, no crazy, so Cassa who need to media. Assassin no who has to say, Bequine, wow, has to say, Mampo, in wow, has to say, yes, he hanging out, wouldn't I wrestle. Nas will be a basube to Galan saying, Yana, prayer. It's the end they wouldn't need to me is okay. Abra so ne kunta se he bo hye no trabam dia sesi am so tum fontan kese kase wa masase so nanan muntu we de yeso ye ka ho galamse no wa bi wo asase so bia won so ka ho sa na che eti ye nyina ye wa ebi wo asase so bia ya se nsuo bia won so ka ho bi nti ye nyina hwe kwan ya de besi ano da ze aba wa asase so no obese wu nsuo nkrofo nsuo ebe no ye tu and the other and was who create you menko broke master somewhere said the tankase baba man son and also be man and I'm in fair regiment as a first soldier for has in it nan my boy may come catch a union no cranny next year was here or he be a galan say when I was here friend bubus as a dating what you I'm an abano here Yabaninya mania or Quaco as I contra about and about one of a boy man and a man who sends you now and yes and I'll come home not to the down so we are about her at the craft aperture so as I contract now man a quam or conwalk or say wounds you could say assassin one then you wouldn't movie. And I'm young, I was here, me and the bread, and I buy, yes, we come home. And the Regiment does, I'm saying, no, dear, and I'm passing and Nanan moves out there. I answer ye, Busea, say, and so dear, yeah. The young, I was here, who quite a befast, as I said, I dear chrono, Bronica, some environment, no, and they are Sabre, yes, a cop 27, Nipe to Quaco Egypt, no coca. And some sound a body near you know. Sabrina answer any essay and Sassinius Union. They are Tawas one to Master Nananum, and Sassanos Yadia. Yania, dear Scienza. And you watch your friend so to for that, I mean, Nanamo, dear Jammy, what another dear assassin Jow. No be about war saints, you know, a dear Nakai. Or bet you fear the Sabro, this Cabro. Takundama, we are the brute, one saints, you know. On say assassin. Neasadia abai. Yes, we are near the Emma by who says you are near British. Your chocolate animal will be by assassin. Yam primoma. That's our body tube about the queen whom we queen you. Nania and near to near to go to Kundama, ya bros Kakakra, na Chinese for near Bamu, Mahim Fienia, the Zania, ye Bremunamu Jidia. Now, which is Oman and I won't Kwame and Oman way. Oman no this one way. No credit mummy and can't feel. My boy, lawyer must say accomplice of the fact. One more account in account. Yeah, Galam say, Regiment Mr. Aboso, Abuzan, yes, ye, Nanamo, yes, ye, Denia, Deman say, yes, ye come home, yes, ye answer. Next year, I bet baby of Galam say, will be our hino, and I say, and I was saying, Bredetin Atona, Galam say, was us. Madame, a minimum and near Dintin or Din, but Chairman the Quinty Abba, near Busa, no, I came near whom. Yes, I was not so quite no no any pepper and one so Koreama. The Sana was here, and tea. Pajamas are your dance papa, pass and the Wabber and chair. Now, your bonfire said next year, people from no. Yabama de road minister, but no one so a church, a quaint. Well, I'm saying no, dear. Bufu time and yet Nana Mum so yen case and so I am from Sobi. As a baby out here no or Nana, we are Galam say. So wouldn't yet can it be free Mutia? I didn't call on what the 21 reporter will be. One I report man. What's I say out is one or you two? It's your now for no. Saying, why a home dear? What can home dear? I'm passing by our church or crat. Home dear no more become. And also 2 you know, say no on phones. Who's make what of Mamma Neda? Mimpo. What of Mamma Neda said, Nana, means you crofocra, 8 to send on a microphone. What free bomb part up of Mamma Ned? What free to swap of Mamma Neda? Who crowd become was him? Yes, also our honor. I'm a decronation, Sunny as I yes, a cronin to Unzuni. Mummy, ya buy and I can't yes, and yet, woman, so also Jafoko, Yakonam Ho, now I am Ryan. I buy a casa and Crawford to 1 mile Sicanua. Dear, what you know is who to Galamsan and who Fina with Jahon. One was scheduled each you. Or Pajma and will be a fan so may. The gold in a common. I don't know no yanchino. They were talk great than no idea and a caterpillar. The original one now, Colano Joe, who scored the coto a day. Who scored the coto greater. One at all greater no man. I don't know the ancient. Near Quania Kuchofutu will be a John and Tibia Frafranoa, Libra, Waji 200 and 200. Yes, he had chicken lamb say. What you? How could such an idea no no? Your finance, you know, a year to go to no one way and day. I don't know the ancient. And she a band some say, nature. Mamma make me pen not dead, Yamunia. And contum for some. No, Auntie Galam say, we are 20 in Nimcro for a church, go to a fire necro. Good no sooner Ghana, a cop. To one edgy good no bob or no decro. No, then I didn't see a finance. Mono, the way than the ancient. What Chinua, Galam said to be Jan, a feeding in our nature. Now, the yes, you want to. Now, they are coaching Galam say, Marco, a mansion and Colebi, and the TV Guillermo, yes, he achieves the Galam. What's that chance one who go to be our no? They go to the fire. Take Galam Sassam, no, yes, you say, Nanano. Yes, you say. Mansia or Nanan more war, I'm sure no say it would you almost wound. So was all before man, as a Nana Madama, baby, I'm one of yes, or she says in Crophobi, the junior Yabao. Near she have no queer the vessel. And she near money be a while, Yaka be. Nanan mobile so go to Sagalam say for Yabamu Fia Bremuska. Having me a Bremuska. Menaneka was a cocoon in a yechago. As I Galam say, Coco and Sunan and Anamadiachi Grey. They check where I had to Amna, yes, Galam say. I shall be Afena Coco no cranafe, I say, Ghana Feni and Yescabia the way. And he, yet, Cassa and Crofo, I Galam say, I could talk great day, buying the cohort, Yantimianca, Yanso, Yemusia, who said, now mention passwords also Santa Hedia, besides her, assume Jamin and Hero. Man, Poman and Hero, I saw Coreman and Hero. When you ask Corin, when you find and now the old 2 now flags you saw Wucham and 2 Cron who said, I did, yes, I know. We need you nearby and the crowd would need you. Now, a dear Naya, see as you have a structure, I reckon. See a Bahaya, and they say, I want to drink, would be born and the baby Adam and Neddy to me and proposal at the hall, I say. And that's what Beffia Bruce can do, so to drink. Home to gold milk, Matis at the Bremo fear. And also, wow, so 2 chroma galam say, what this can be, Ukrono, a Benya, wow, they were proof. The mummy and Henny, Yaniam, Yania, a Beccaina. The Niamra, Beccaina. Abide there or no 1 year, me who almost in him Crawford and 20 and 2 months of the night, that will be a medal. Yes, so, yes, you come who been seeing Yara, yeah, accepting every required to be fast with a yam nephew. A chairman, to catch him and say it, and I say, she say, be a was here, Biano, Nanamon bedding Kutamone, Yahweh, Naya, now up Wayina. As a Yanni, Nanamo, she shared the year secretary to Naba, Yeshin Yai. And Sasa Samni and Crowd, and the Manso crowds with her. Sans a share in a because there was some more registrar, and it said, you know, Nanano impression woman say, no Mebana. Yabayanina near the Amakoma, or Nusan was a crewway, a woman for him, crewway, which are paying a crewway, crew, Mansopata, be free swap. ehona ekro ne mpanyimfo ewo ye ne ade ne nyina ma wo ma no so beboa wo ma mo matumi aye sha ye enti bi se ye beda na se papa pa se enne watumi aba ne abegin kuta ho no akyekye ne mem ede ye ne se nanan ensianamu no pi na ba e de mo kwa mo bebo mo wura no ma na esa asemesi hani na ekye ne se bi ho na wo se ye ma standing committee ne tia eno so ni ama ye wura na krachi fo ati na bi o betumi ai bia o ma ya ama answer and making kind masama mebeka no before I read my speech I person me can sembe mi no bi sesia enra regional minister ne meba dina pomba no mo se na e pa cho ya kan de work rata no so me se ma prince me kan na and this are no nim se bia me kan sem fufuro bia e den kakra as I said no crane me catch we say galamse ya ye kan nyina dem ha me chemu ye ne ye chemu se me ya ye yi wo ha ne chemu me nsa emu be 30% ni mo ma ye galamse ni nyina ye ne ete dem hey si agie ho akini a ye chemu emu be 30% na eni mo ma ye galamse na ya nka no kre no a ye be dada ho ye be ye conference ya be ha say me tie ya o mo be ye galamse ade ba ko se nanan mo ne twa asase ne maaye o kan o ye nim ha no mo kan na bia o to bia o twa asase o de ye galamse bia wo so wa ye galamse bia wo so wa ubu an ho fo se wa ye bone na uko krom na sampa so dia asase amase enye galamse na ate ho a na hini be na wudie e bone enti mumye enhweye enra mu ka sama me ka sama be kan me kan sem bebre akofa asma banti meja no ma
how important the issue that has brought all of us here together is for the future of our country. We've gone through some difficult times in Ghana in the last few years and longer, and it has meant that a lot of people have had to find a way to keep body and soul together. So it's got people involved in all kinds of activities. And I can understand it, that the first duty of any man, any woman is to provide for their family. And you do it with the best means you can. But we have also to recognize that difficult as things have been and the looking for employment and stuff, there are things that we just cannot allow to happen. And one of them is the heritage, the inheritance that our fathers and our grandfathers, our great-grandfathers bequeathed to us, especially the space, the Ghanaian space, which we all occupy. We have a duty to preserve it for those who are coming after us. And if our river bodies are drying up, our landscape is being desecrated, we here, leaders of our society, leaders of our nation, political leaders, traditional rulers, religious leaders, we have a responsibility to say no. This, we can't allow it to go on for our own common survival and the survival of those who are to come. We can't, if we allow it, we are jeopardizing our own future. The cabinet, when we decided the time had come for us to put the weight of government behind the decision to try and stop illegal mining in Galamsey, we composed a cabinet of very responsible Ghanaians, headed by a very renowned, eminent figure in our country, Professor Kwame Minkah. And they are the ones who then designed a program for us of what we needed to do to try and arrest the menace and preserve our heritage. In the course of it, Professor Minkah goes on to a meeting, a conference in Abidjan, and there the Ivorian leaders tell him, you people are not helping us. This illegal mining that is taking place in Ghana is beginning to affect us, our water bodies and our space in Côte d'Ivoire. Rivers, waters, even forests, they don't know national boundaries. They run across nations. And there he was, very embarrassed, very apologetic that the activities of Ghanaians is jeopardizing the space of a fellow and neighbor country in our region. That's how serious the matter is. Rivers that have been with us for centuries are drying up. Forest areas, which we should preserve for the sanctity of our life and our environment, being devastated by this phenomenon of Galamsey. And all kinds of people from all aspects of our national life are involved in this exercise. Security personnel, political leaders, businessmen, and dare say it, nananum. Some are all involved in this. So we sat down, we said to ourselves, we have a responsibility. When you take the oath that you are sworn to protect the integrity of the nation, Ghana. You sworn to uphold its constitution. You swear to uphold its sovereignty. That is that the care of the nation, what's in it? Its people, its resources, its nature have been put in your care. Temporarily. As a trustee, like Nananum are trustees of the lands on which they occupy for their people. So you are too at the national level a trustee of the lands and the resources of our nation. So you ask yourself, how best can you discharge this trust? You sit back and say, well, all these young men don't have anything to do, so let it go on. At least it's better that they're earning something than they should be at home and perhaps causing other kinds of problems. When you know that the activities that they're involved in are jeopardizing the very survival of our nation, I took the decision that that would be a betrayal of the trust that the Ghanaian people put in me on the 7th of January this year. And as a result, we established this committee within the government to design a policy for us, not just to stop it, to reclaim the land, to let our rivers work again, but also to see how we can figure a way for all these able-bodied young men who are involved in this activity to find an alternative livelihood. So it's a package. It's a package that we have designed to try and bring this menace to a conclusion. I've said it in the cabinet, and perhaps it's the first time I'll be saying it in public. I am prepared to put my presidency on the line on this matter. I've heard it being said that I should be careful. Many of these people voted for me, and if I continue this exercise, perhaps they will not vote for me again. If by the grace of God I'm in a position, my party allows me to go again, and I have the health and everything to go again, that I'll not get it again. And I'll say to myself, well, this is a choice that all of us have to make as human beings. You do what you think is right, or do you do what you think will allow you to get along? I think that you do what you think is right. That is what you're required to do. Fortunately for me, in this fight, I have great allies. First of all, within my government. The people who are in the front line of that, all of them are here. The Minister for Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation. The Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. The Minister for Water Resources and Sanitation. Eminent Ghanaians, responsible Ghanaians, who have gone out of their way to lead this crusade. But from the beginning, they said something which is the reason why you are here today. We cannot win this fight without the support of the traditional authorities of our country. Any serious social mobilization of Ghana, since time immemorial, if you're not involved, it doesn't happen. If you, the chiefs of our country, are not involved, it doesn't happen. So the reason why you've been brought here today is for us to have the opportunity to share with you our thoughts, our strategy, our thinking, and then to ask of you, in the name of the generations yet unborn, for your support and active involvement to bring this menace of Galamsey to an end. We're doing it not just for ourselves, we're doing it for the ones who are coming after us. And I have great confidence in the Ghanaian people and their leaders, especially their traditional leaders. They've always stood up at these critical moments in our history. When the white people wanted to take our lands, it was you who got up with the advocacy of Mensa Saba to say, no, here the lands belong to the chiefs and custodian for their people, not for some imperialist invader. When the time came for us to say we had enough of British rule in our country, it was you who also stood up along the political leaders and brought it to an end. So the Ghanaian people are counting on you. They are counting on you to put your shoulders to the wheel. Yes, those who are involved may be losing a little bit of money. God is on all our sides, and He will provide for us. I beg of you. But this is the time for all of us to say we have to do something which is right for ourselves and for our future. I have absolutely no doubt about it, that if there is one right thing to do in Ghana today, it is the mobilization to stop the phenomenon known as Galamsey. It is the right thing for us to do. And I've come here to ask, to plead for your support in this fight. And to say to you, I'm fully committed. But I know that my commitment is not enough.